Hello again, back to Web TV, and we are happy and honored to have here with us Professor Antoniadis. Professor Antoniadis is a specialized pediatrician and cardiologist.
Pediatric cardiologist.
So, Professor Antoniadis, please tell us, why do you think that international children's games are important?
Today it's documented that all those problems that we have in our 40s or 50s or 60s start from the age of 3. I mean that 3-year-old children have problems in their aorta, in their vessels, and in the circulatory system. And also, it's also known that they have problems with their, the problems are starting at that age, and we see them with the clinical signs when they grow up. But once the problems start in a so early age, if we start or we tell to our children to participate in sports, then all those things will be less important in an older age, and also the problems will become milder, and we will have them in an older age. I mean, instead of 40, if you have the problems in your 60s or 70s, it's very important. You lived 20, 30 years in a very good situation, so this is very important. And I think that it's not only the point of view from the health, that it's again very well known that our ancestors, the ancient Greeks, gave utmost importance to sports, and in their basic education they had music, sports and letters. I mean, they didn't have 10 different kinds and topics. They had 4 or 5, but between those 4 or 5, sports were one of the 4 or 5.
Another question, Professor Antoniadis. You told me before that it's better for a child to choose a sport that is closely associated, let's say, it matches his body or her body type. Why is that?
It's very important to do some things before you start your sports. First of all, you have to be examined by a pediatrician in order to know if you have any disease, I mean milder chronic disease like asthma or other diseases, or some congenital problems like congenital heart problems and so on. This is the first point. The second is that every child of the age of, and you know that now they start at a very early age. I mean, they start at the age of 3 or 4. They go to swimming pools, they are learning swimming, and some other sports like gymnastics and so on. They start at a very early age. So all these children have to be examined, except from the pediatric point. Also, and I am telling you all this because I know very well all this story, their heart, because the only dangerous thing is the cardiac problem. I mean, there is no other problem that could kill children. A child may die during sports only if he has a heart problem. So this is why it is important, and it is, we have to congratulate the state that nowadays they have all the children, they send all children to have an examination by a cardiologist, pediatric cardiologist. And again, we have to say that pediatric cardiologist, not a cardiologist for adults. It's different. And in order to know that your heart is okay, so do whatever you like. Because otherwise, you really could be in dangerous situations.
So, Professor Antoniadis, once again, it was a pleasure and an honor to have you with us. Your advice, I hope and I believe that it is very important for a children's, let's say, education to protect better his health.
Thank you very much. The pleasure is mine. Thank you.